up, man.
Yeah.
Did you just record that?
Probably. You probably heard
My
the back
fat
end of it.
ankle.
Your ankle?
It's so swollen.
You're the only one I know that breaks her ankle while giving birth. Or pushes her ankle out of alignment, whatever that's called.
My
Sprained
mom said
ankle.
it looks like, I don't know. She said there's no bruising, so it's not a sprain, but she said something's wrong in there.
That ankle's huge.
I know.
It's not supposed to look like that. No. Okay, can we record?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to? Hey, why don't you welcome her in? You can say, "Hey guys, welcome to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast." You want to do that? Are we too quiet?
I don't think so.
We should talk a little bit louder though.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is going to be over lawnmowers.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds good right there.
Okay.
Are you saying okay, like just hit the button? Or are you saying like okay, like just shut up? Or are you saying like okay, like thanks for the coaching?
I don't know. Just okay.
Do you don't want to lay her down the little pink donut? I know, but
It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, because you're also a hand talker. You talk with your hands.
I don't know if she's gonna stay asleep.
If she doesn't, we'll pick her back up. I mean, I don't want to be a rocket surgeon here, solving all the world's problems, but
God, is she cute?
oh my gosh, she's a little peanut.
Okay.
All right, just don't exhale into the mic that bad though. In the future. Brittany Almond gets on Caleb for that. She's like, would you stop breathing into the mic like Darth Vader? And because he like clears his throat and then goes and like clears out. All right, you ready? I'll do it quiet, loud. Ready? Hi everybody, welcome to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. You look so tired.
It's because I am.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It's your host, Brian Fullerton here, hanging out with you guys. And we are being a little bit quieter because we have a new addition to the family. By the way, we're joined here with my beautiful wife, Liz. How you doing, babe?
Hi.
So funny, we hit record and I'm like, how do we start this thing? Should we be quiet? Should we be loud? Do we put the baby in the other room? We don't want to do that because we're in love with the baby. So if you guys are listening to today's episode, it is a little Fullerton Friday family recap. Say that 3 times fast. How you doing, by the way?
Good. I think. I don't know. I'm so tired. I can't tell anymore.
I think we're on about, I'm on about 12 or 15 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. Liz is on about 5. You are holding the fort, changing baby's diapers, feeding baby, tons of crazy stuff. So we're doing a little Fullerton family recap here. It's actually late night Thursday night. Liz is literally yawning as we're doing this episode. I'm like, hey, if we want to do a little recap here, the first couple day debrief, we got to do it now because we got to get it to Mr. Producer in a timely fashion so he can turn it around and get it, produced, post for Friday morning. So we had a baby.
We had a freaking baby.
You had a baby. I always say, like, people are like, oh, like, when do you guys do? I'm like, well, the date, but like, oh, you guys are having a baby. I'm like, well, yeah, but like my wife's doing all the work. Like, I did my part. It was the best 5 minutes of my life.
It was a wild ride, man.
The 5-minute part or the 9 months?
No, the 9 months was fine. 5-minute part, man. Talking about like the 3 days worth of like contractions and.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to do a little baby debrief and timeline? Sure. I'm pretty sure this
I don't
episode.
know if they want to know about.
Well, not the whole thing, but it's just all like crazy. Like life is expanding, things are getting bigger.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's so weird.
We always dreamed about having kids, and we were just trying to like do it right and try to put some money in the bank and get organized and get us organized. I mean, for kind of how we were trying to grow up, it's like we had to raise ourselves before we can raise a baby, Mm-hmm. But the last couple of days, really quick timeline. So we actually went into kind of like pre-labor.
Like pre-labor started on Saturday.
Saturday early morning.
It was like, no, it was like around 9 p.m.
Yeah, late night, but Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it was like late night, like midnight to 7 a.m.
Yeah, like baby contractions, like little bitty ones started around like 9:30, I think, because we were in bed eating with your popcorn.
Yeah. And you were 40 weeks?
40
and a half.
At that point, we were 40 and 3.
40 and 3. So then.
And so I thought it was like it because they're happening every, 5 minutes, like the 5-1-1 rule, right? Like you needed contractions to happen every 5 minutes for at least a minute long, like a contraction lasting a minute long for 1 hour. And then usually that's when you go to the birth center. And so they were happening like that, but they weren't like,
they're like 7
super
minutes.
Strong. Yeah.
With like 45 seconds. And it was kind of like right there.
It was right there, but not quite. And so he called the midwife and she's like, okay, she's like, for you, I'm going to say, especially as a first time mom, let's do like maybe 3 to 4 minutes apart and like a minute to a minute and a half to be safe. And I was like, okay, cool.
Which was crazy because that Saturday night, by the way.
Oh, Brian took a melatonin.
2 melatonins. So I take melatonins to sleep, which I don't really need them, but they put me in a coma. Yeah. I mean, like for real. And
so like out of habit, he like popped 2 of these gummies.
Well, because you had said, well, we're probably gonna have the baby tonight or the baby here soon. And I went, awesome. Like I'll get 8 hours of sleep. We'll do this thing 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Miscommunication. I meant like possibly tonight.
So like literally just out of habit, I pop 2 melatonin gummies. I chomp them down, throw them down the hatch, and you like literally look at me immediately and go, what are you doing? I go, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm like, I'm taking my melatonin. We're going to bed. Like, I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. I want to be rested to be there for you tomorrow. And you go,
I'm having contractions right now.
You said choice words. You said, are you effing retarded?
I did, which isn't nice. Don't say that.
Don't say that to your spouse. But I go, maybe? I go, why?
You felt so bad. Like immediate regret.
Well, I was like, I'll go to the bathroom right now and puke this stuff up. We've done that. Sure, here we go. What do I need to do?
No, it'll be fine.
Well, so we kind of like lay down Saturday night. This is late night, midnight plus. And after about...
Because you're supposed to rest in between the contractions. And as much as they say, like if you're going to early labor, you're supposed to just sleep as long as you can, basically, because your body's about to go through hell.
So that was at about 1:32ish in the morning. You're like, hey, baby's coming. Yeah. Because like you're getting all freaked out.
Well, because they're getting
intense.
They started to get intense and like a lot closer together. They're still kind of like wonky, but so I made you take Teddy to your mom's house.
So 1:30, well, I think it was like 1:47 in the morning. I'm tired right now even doing this episode. 1:45 in the morning, whatever it is. I'm driving to my mom's house 25 minutes away. Stop yawning, bro.
I'm sorry.
And somebody else just listened to the podcast. 1,200 people just yawned in simultaneous. So I'm taking my dog to my mom's. I just remember getting off the highway and like the curb by the highway, like the island, the median, it looked like a prism because it was separated like 4 different ways because I was so tired. And I'm like, what? Because
great.
Dude, I'm like on no sleep.
Teddy's probably like,
Teddy's like all freaking out. The melatonin is messing me up. And so we take Teddy, our dog, we drop him off at my mom's. She's like, oh my God, you're having a baby, freaking out. I'm like, Mom, not right now. I don't need this. Like, we're freaking out. So she's like, well, I'm coming over. Like, the whole, no. So we're doing that. And then basically, a lot of words just to say, it was a little bit of a
letdown because around 7 a.m. when the sun started to come up, which I guess is like a thing. Like most babies happen at night, and mammals in general, I guess, birth at night. I don't know. This is all stuff I've learned from our midwife.
Sure.
And no joke, we talked to her at like 6:30 or
6:30, 6:45.
And she's like, yeah, the sun's coming up, so don't be surprised if they stop. She said sleep all day on Sunday because they're going to start again at night, probably around the same time. So be prepared.
15 minutes later,
they're done.
They stopped.
I was like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
And I was able to go to sleep. I slept all day on Sunday.
Yep. I didn't.
And you did not?
Because I was like, I got to get a couple YouTube videos up and get some stuff in the queue, get the podcast ready, get the trash out, just life stuff.
It was funny. She's like, if you don't sleep, you're going to have regrets. And we called her Sunday night and she was like, well, did you sleep? I was like, I slept. Brian didn't. She goes, oh, so he has regrets. I was like, he has regrets.
That was a dumb choice.
We got a lot done.
I mean, I did a lot of stuff at the house.
So Sunday night they started up again 10 times stronger and like
no sleep
almost immediately back to the same pattern, and then started getting shorter. And it was funny because Saturday night, this goes to show like I was definitely a first time mom, like didn't know what contractions felt like, because Saturday night at 4 a.m. thinking that it was time to go, I'm in the shower doing my hair, doing my makeup, like the full face, curled my hair, like ready to go.
Right.
And then nothing. And then like the real ones started happening on Sunday night.
I got plenty of time to get ready.
I was like, yeah, okay. Like comparing it to like what it felt like on, the night before, I was like, oh no, it'll be fine. No, it was not fine. I like barely could get myself in the shower, and I could barely get my hair dry.
You were bowed over.
It wasn't necessarily painful, but it's like,
it's like someone twisting your gut.
Yeah, it's like a squeezing, and they only happen for a minute, which is cool. But when they're only like 3 minutes apart, it makes it hard to get anything done.
Totally, dude. Totally. So if you guys are listening into the show, we talk about lawns, less than life.
Yeah, I don't know why
this podcast today is a little bit about life because we're just really excited about sharing our story with so many of you guys because you guys are family to us. Like if you're listening in, it's kind of crazy because. Oh, here's why. Because you guys have been rooting for us and praying for us and pulling for us. And the crazy part is like, not that numbers matter, but like, I think it had like 4,000 likes on Instagram and I had 1,000 likes on Facebook and people just care. I had 100 DMs and everybody from guys in the area to their dealer, our sales guy messaged us, our sales manager.
We had people like from like hours away asking if you needed help. Like back
oh
up
my God.
taking care of the lawns.
People 2 hours away. Do you need me to cover your route, your lawns? I'll bring the crew, whatever you need.
Like that's what we talk about when we
that's
say
crazy,
like, oh, we appreciate this community. Like it's not something fluffy that we say. Like we genuinely appreciate you guys. Like
totally.
I could cry right now. We've never felt so supported.
Rob held the fort on Monday. Because here's so a little fast forward timeline.
Oh yeah, okay. So Monday morning.
So Monday morning. By the way, no sleep Sunday night for either of us. No. I'm already going on 2 days now. You're all messed up, tired. Yeah, it's not going well for you either. So Monday morning, Connor's shop. Some of you guys have watched Connor. I did a video or two with him. He's a 16-year-old kid. He's a little stud. He runs his own business about 15 minutes away. He called me on Saturday and goes, "Hey, dude, I'm looking to like learn more in the industry, make more money. Can I come mow with you?" He goes, "My parents don't want me getting that much bigger because of liability, but I do want to make more money. Let me know." So he leaves me that voicemail on Saturday, I think. So I call him back. I say, "I'm actually inclined to say yes. What do you got? What do you want?" So we talk, and he wants to work 40 hours for a couple of weeks before he goes back to high school. So he starts on Monday. So we didn't know we were going into labor, after talking to him on Saturday morning. 48 hours later, everything's changed.
Everything's changed. I'm like having contractions in the house, and they came to pick up the work truck.
Yeah.
And
7:15, 7:30, whatever it was in the morning. They both show up, him and Rob.
You're like getting the car ready to go.
I'm getting the Tesla ready to go with all of our bags. Rob shows up. He knows that we're going in the labor. I'm like, "Hey, dude, new guy with you. Good luck. He already knows what he's supposed to do. He just needs to learn the route." Connor's like, "Hey, man, excited to go mow lawns today with you." I'm like, "Right. So I'm not going to be with you today, but you know Rob, right?" He goes, "Yeah, we're Foreman Rob." So they head out, and short story long, they crush it all week.
I can't believe, like, you got a text message from him, like, hey, basically, like, don't worry about anything. Like, Rob and I had got it, like, under control. Like, it was just so nice.
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah. And Rob, oh my God.
Just what a blessing in our life.
Seriously, I could
Monday through Thursday,
he
crushes the lawns. They get done record time every day. They're just banging them out. The weather's cooperating. 8 to 4 every day. They're like, dude, no big deal. They drop the car off, put the keys in the on the grill.
When we came home, so Sunday night we put out garbage because the trash man comes to get it.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Yeah.
We pulled in and I was like, where are our trash bins?
Yeah.
Like random thing to notice. They had like brought them in for like that's just the little things.
Yeah.
So
thank God they were able to hold the fort.
Stay protected and connected as you grow your lawn care business. Ditch your uncomfortable earplugs or muffs and step up your game with IsoTunes. Hearing protection you'll want to wear. IsoTunes provides protection you need and freedom you deserve. Merging high-quality audio with unsurpassed durability, IsoTunes delivers OSHA-compliant protection to last you season after season. Gear up with the next generation of hearing protection. Visit isotunes.com today.
So thank God they were able to hold the fort with mowing and all that. So Monday, all day, by the way, for you, not to go into total detail, but 12 hours of natural birth.
Yeah, when we got, just hopefully this isn't like TMI, when we got to the birth center, basically we were ready to push at that point. Like we had fully dilated, fully effaced, like we're ready to go. So
overnight you did that at our house.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So you're basically like actively like doing this deal. And I'm like holding your hand.
To do my hair.
And my hand's getting crushed in bed. And so Monday, 12 hours. So from 9 to 9, basically Liz is screaming. So the first half of the day was exhaustive. We actually stopped because the contractions kind of receded a little. Your body was kind of closing up a little. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, now's not the time. Babies are born at night. Everybody was chill. You're breathing.
I was not chill.
Everybody was chill.
Okay.
You were not okay. Everybody else was trying to like just help you.
I was so excited when we got there. She was like, the baby could be born within 45 minutes. I was
That's
like,
what we thought.
On.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm pushing this little bastard out. So basically 9 o'clock at night, baby comes. The tears, the crying, the everything. The girls on staff, there was actually like
every midwife and like assistant at the birth
center.
Shout
them out? 9 short months?
Yeah, 9 short months in Southfield, Michigan.
Awesome place.
Incredible group of women.
Yep, Wendy.
Yeah, I there's no way without you and them.
Yeah.
Like in a hospital setting, I don't think I could have.
Oh, Liz and I had this great debate. Some of you guys listening in, you want to tell them the great debate. She said, giving birth is more intense than getting kicked in the balls as a dude. And I said,
it used to make me so mad when you would joke about it. Because it's like, there's no way that getting kicked in the balls, like, it definitely hurts more.
There's science and studies that say, like, getting kicked in the balls as a dude is worse than pushing as not. And I'm like, yo, yeah, dude, you know, blah, blah, blah. I totally retract that statement. I want to go on the record. Anno Domini 2021. That's what the almond says. The Lord of our abdomen. On August 4th, whatever the heck the date is. It's funny. They were asking us questions, DMing us, emailing us, or sending us text messages. How's baby? And they were so kind too. We're like, we're having a baby, and we were freaking out. So by the way, it was just so cute because the baby comes at 8:47 at night. There was 6 or so different midwives and girls there, and nobody wanted to leave.
Nobody wanted to leave
during 12-hour shifts, and so they're like, "Hell no, we're vested, man. We're not leaving at the last 45 minutes. This is like the touchdown."
And each one of them brought like something different that I needed to like get through it.
Yeah.
So it was, anyways.
9 o'clock at night. Little Emmie was born. So Emmie Grace Fullerton. Do you want to talk about her name at all? Because it's one of those things where we had a bunch of boy names picked out, but.
We had like a whole list of perfect boy names. We had one girl name, decided we didn't like it anymore when we found out it was a girl. And then the only name we could agree on was Emmie.
Yeah. So Emmie and then Grace. Why do you like the middle name Grace? Just because
it's by God's grace that we're even given this child. So it's really important to me. She's our miracle baby. So
yeah. You're crying right now.
Yeah, I am.
You're not even supposed to be here, let alone be a mom.
Yeah. So anyways. Stop making me cry. I can't talk.
I'm not making you cry.
Silence. I can't.
You're not even supposed to be here. Let alone, 7, 8 years later, 9 years later, you have a baby. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Talk about a bonus round and like God's grace and blessing. That's really, really cool. By the way, I think it was somebody had messaged me. They said, "Do you like realize like what your little baby girl is like walking into?" And I'm like, chaos. He goes, she's got a full-time mom, a part-time business owner dad that can be in and out of the business a little bit. She's going to go home in a Tesla to her, nice little condo apartment thing. Eventually, grow up in this little, beautiful home with like full-time mommy and daddy. And she's like starting where like what is it? Paul Jameson always say like our floor is
her ceiling,
our ceiling is her floor. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is.
So
she's so perfect.
She's sleeping right here. She's 6 pounds 6 ounces, 21 inches long.
Long little thing.
Blonde hair, possibly looking like going to be blue eyes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. And she is a cute little peanut. We shared a bunch of photos on Instagram and Facebook.
She looks so much like you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking at your baby photos. I mean, we're both blonde.
Yeah.
Says a baby, but like, there's just something about her hair. It reminds me so much of yours.
Like white blonde.
Yeah.
Almost at birth. Yeah. So baby Emmie Grace is here. It's been absolutely crazy. Like we got no sleep Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as imagined. We had our shift though. We were doing pretty good. Like
we were doing really good. Like honestly, people say like, "Oh, sleep while you can when you're pregnant." It's the most annoying thing you can say to like a pregnant lady because I'm not sleeping anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. But
we haven't slept the last couple years
you've been
anyway.
Up like every hour or two. Like either you have to pee or you're just awake. Like when you're pregnant, you don't sleep well at the end.
No,
I actually slept better.
Yeah,
like the last couple of days because I actually like sleep.
Yeah.
And being up every couple hours isn't.
And it was one of those things like you gave me the baby, I watched her for an hour, then I took an hour nap. You watched the baby for an hour, fed her. Then we put her in the snoo. It did its little shimmy.
The snoo is amazing.
If you guys have not,
oh my God.
if you guys are parents or expecting parents, get a snoo or put one on the registry because they're not cheap. It's an investment. It was like $1,500. It's this what is it like bassinet thing that like
it moves and like it senses when she's waking up and tries to calm her. It has a sound machine. It is. You can rent them. You don't have to buy them.
Yeah.
If you intend to have like more than like
2.2 kids.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 kids. It makes sense to buy it and then resell it versus rent it financially. But
yeah.
Anyways,
But
yeah,
that thing
except for
great.
last night. Last night was,
Last night was the no sleep night.
Yeah, and it's because we're breastfeeding. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's weird to say, but learning how to do
you're
that.
breastfeeding. You can milk anything with nipples, Liz.
I wish. It would make this a lot easier.
Well, you wanted to put your pump on me.
Because I wanted to see how it worked.
I said no.
Anyways.
So I don't know what you're into, but I'm not into that.
So learning how to do that, her and I are both just trying to get the hang of things. So it just was not working last night, and we were up for like 4 hours trying to just
Latch and
I
attach.
don't know. Yeah. Thankfully, the lactation consultant comes tomorrow, but she's doing great today. So I'm hoping tonight will be better.
4.5 hours of, dude, we got short with each other pretty quick. Like, or not pretty quick, but at the end, we were like, blah, blah, blah. We were like screaming at each other.
I was so mad about your useless nipples.
Yeah, well, I mean, they say that guys can give birth now, so I thought mine was gonna come in with my different pronouns. I digress. So anyway, that's just the most confusing thing I've ever heard. But what do I know? So any which way, it's been a crazy couple of days. The lawns are done, which I was like, I told Rob, my original plan was, hey bro, I'm gonna take 2 days off. You're probably gonna drown.
And then I'll come save you.
And he goes, I kind of figured that was the plan because we had another guy named Dave working for us. A lot of you guys saw Dave in a couple of vlogs. Great dude. It just didn't work out.
Still probably can work with us in the winter.
Probably going to work with us in the winter. He's kind of got some allergies and some different health challenges with working outdoors and outside. It's just tough for him. So we both just agreed, like, dude, it's not working out. But he's still great buddy and great friend. So we've been down a guy. I've been trying to hire somebody. Connor's going to work with us now and then through school and then even after school, which is going to be really cool. Which gives me the opportunity to sell Entrepreneur Academy live tickets. But seriously, get your ticket.
It was just such a God thing too, like how everything worked out with him, the timing of that, the weather. Like it's actually not
perfect week.
Like
80 and sunny.
Monsooning out.
Dude, every day in July was rain.
Yeah.
For real. And it's like our first nice day.
Sunshine waited for me.
Amen. Like totally awesome. It's not all been perfect, along the last couple of weeks, but the last couple of days, super awesome. So anything else you want to cover really quick? But we just want to do a little family update.
Yeah. Sorry if this is weird.
How's mommy doing?
I'm good. Okay.
Are you like...
My whole body hurts.
I was gonna say, you sprained your freaking ankle.
I sprained my ankle during
Talk about that.
Can you please explain? Like, after, any injury you could expect during labor, I think a sprained ankle would probably be the last on my list.
Yeah. Nobody would ever expect that.
I think I rolled it or something in the tub.
Pushing off the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You did a water birth.
Yeah.
Which means you're in a pool.
Yeah.
A little pool. And you're pushing. Dude, it was tough, man. By the way.
You were so amazing. Brian is so grossed out by literally everything. And I don't think you left my side a single time. You literally held me through every contraction.
Yeah.
Every contraction.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to be there, as much as I can. It's crazy to see what you did. I will totally tell you, like, straight up, that was incredible.
You've seen some things.
I have seen some things, dude. I mean, every guy listening in right now, they already know where it's going. But I was like, you're in the pool and the stuff comes out within the pool.
Let's not.
Yeah. I do not. I don't mind blood, which is weird. Like, blood doesn't bother me. It's all
amniotic fluid.
It's the other fluids and the other stuff that comes out. And I'm like, what is that? And they're like, that's normal. And I'm surrounded by 8, not feminist, but like female.
Yeah,
they're very feminist, proud women. And that's cool.
It's a midwife group.
Yeah.
It's a standalone birth center. It's like super crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies. I love them.
And if I go, ew, they go, that's beautiful.
I do.
I'm like, God bless.
I love them so much.
I go, guys. So I already know my environment so I can't say anything stupid like that. Where I'm like, I can't go, that's gross, because they're gonna go, oh, you think God's birthing a baby is gross? And it's like you're screwed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like trying to crack jokes. Nobody's laughing at them. I'm like a fish out of water. You're a fish in water. I have no idea what's happening.
Swimming around in my little kiddie pool.
Oh my God. Then you move from like there to a chair, the chair to the bed, the bed to the pool.
Every different. Yeah.
I will tell you, Liz, like, I'm so impressed with how everything you did.
Thanks.
Like, holy cow. And you gave me a beautiful little baby. baby girl.
She looks just like you. I did all that work and she looks just like you.
By the way, any of you that are listening in the future, podcast 25 years from now, she's not dating until she's 30. She knows she's going to know how to shoot. She knows how to ride four-wheelers, change oil, and also change a tire. We'll even be able to teach her how to put lug nuts on correctly.
Oh, great.
We're going to start her off right, you know what I'm saying? But
no backwards.
hopefully this podcast is still around here 20, 30 years from now. Evergreen content, they say,
It'll be
right?
crazy to listen to.
So some 18-year-old kid out there listening in that's like looking at my 18-year-old daughter, be like, hey, I heard somebody told me a good dad joke. They said when the first boyfriend comes to the front door, and they say you got to toss him a shotgun shell, and you got to say, if you're not back by 10 p.m., the next time it comes at you, it's going to be at a different speed.
It's terrible. Well, just remember when you have a son, do you want somebody talking to them like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was a dude. I am a dude. I know what guys are thinking, and he can keep it in his pants.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm already thinking like, we need a compound. I need an APV. I need an AMRAP. Like, I need all these different things to keep her safe. I'm looking at the Hummers, the bulletproof edition. It's $125,000. I'm like that dad right now.
You are. You totally are. You got so aggressive with a guy in Chipotle the day after.
Oh,
she came
dude.
to.
Yeah, this guy. You want to tell that story really quick? It's probably not.
No, it's just your general
countenance.
Yeah, you're like.
I was at Chipotle taking takeout
patrol
on
lately.
Monday, and I was on edge because I'm on zero sleep for 2.5 days. I had melatonin still in my system or something. But this guy, I was going through Chipotle getting some food. They ran out of food. I had to go back into the line, so I just went two spots back. And this guy goes, "So you're just gonna get in front of me and order food again?" And I looked at the dude. I go, "Do you want to die?"
You had already paid for the order and everything. You were waiting on rice, and rice was done.
Yeah.
Just for context.
So I get back.
So
in
they
line.
told you to go back in line.
Yeah, and my bowl was already there. I just needed to throw some white rice on top. And he goes, "So you're just gonna?" He says all that, and he goes, "You're just gonna get back in line and cut us?" And we're all waiting here. It's like 15 people deep. I go, "Do you want to die?"
Which is terrible.
Which is terrible. People still. But he looks at me. He goes, "What?" I go, "I'm already in line."
Jail, probably nowadays for saying something like that.
Dude, other people listening in though, it's like guys get crazy too, And he goes, I go, "I already ordered my food, dude." I said, "I'm taking food home to my wife that just gave birth 12 hours ago." He goes, "Oh." I go, "Yeah." Oh. And I was like, I'm like, you have these crazy thoughts in your head of what you're gonna do to people.
This poor man.
I'm like, this guy's already went through a chipper. He doesn't know it. I'm crazy like that. So people listen to the show like, "Hey, come to Launchpreneur Academy Live. It's about family." Emmie.
Brian just wants you to come to Launchpreneur Academy Live so he can hold Emmie up like, "Boss,
like Lion King. Then I'm fronting $100,000 to put this thing on.
That's true.
People have no idea. If you want to do a live event, talk to me first. Naylor, that's for you. Paul, just telling you guys, you got a couple $100,000 payroll going in this thing with rooms and the whole thing. I'm like, hey, we need to sell a couple hundred tickets just to break even. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, by the way, I will say this. We dropped Launchpreneur Academy tickets live last week. A little shameless plug. We're already at 62 or 63 tickets at the time of this recording out of 300, which is crazy. So if you're coming, you better get your friggin' ticket because last year we had 300 and everything's grown by 20, 30%.
Also, COVID.
Yeah.
Can we say that? That's like a bad word.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping this will be the super spreader event of the year. You know what I mean? And if our state gets any crazier, two things. Either we're going to do a full refund or two, we're just moving it to Florida.
If you can't make it, we'll refund your ticket. And if not,
by the way, we'll move to Florida, never come back. All right. Hey, that's what we're going to do. Quick little podcast. Something different today. I know we're always talking Lawns Lessons Life. So many great interviews the last couple episodes. If you guys haven't listened to the last 2 or 3 episodes with the Kibblers, we had Martinez on here, a couple different guys. Andrew, I think it was. Just some really, really good interviews the last few weeks. Please go back through, listen to them. They were really, really good. We got some other really good ones coming next week. So that's what I got. You good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys sincerely as we wrap this up for the warm wishes, the prayers, the offers, the help, the lend a hand, run food. Literally everything. And I'm just like, oh my, and we're not anything special. It's just thank you to all this huge networking community of people that we have around us. What do they always say? It takes a village to raise a baby. And we're very proud people, we can handle it, but I'll tell you what, we threw in the towel a couple times this week.
Yeah, my sister-in-law walked through the door. The first thing I did was, "Here's my baby. I'm going to take a shower."
Yeah. On day 2, she held her for 2 hours and you're like, What am I doing?
Just like fling my baby at you.
So, we're definitely we're gonna bring her to GIE Plus Expo. If you guys want to see her, say hey. No kisses or anything, please. No touching. But
don't touch my baby.
Don't touch the baby, because Liz is still mama bear crazy. But we are gonna bring her to Expo because we don't want to be without her and all that stuff. And one of the moms will be there with us, grandma. So, that'll be a lot of fun. And what else you got? You good?
I'm good.
I sound like a crazy dad right now. I'm like on edge. Like a lot of guys listening in, they're probably the same way with their daughter, like whether they're 10 days old or 16 years old. But anyway, all right, baby's a little fussy. So guys, we're gonna button it up right here. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll be back to the regular scheduled content on Monday. Dude, we're gonna go crash right now, take a nap. I said we gotta get this out within a half hour to Mr. Producer, or
so
it's not going up.
Take a nap while she's sleeping, but I don't know.
You got to capitalize on the sleep. When she sleeps, you sleep. Amen.
Well,
supposedly. I
don't know how are you supposed to eat? I never really understood that. Like, sleep when baby sleeps, but also make sure you take a shower and feed yourself and like
IVs, vitamins, and superfood.
Anyways.
Get your beet juice.
You're derailing this. Nothing could be worse than the ending of our last one we did together.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do a whole nother episode about how to make babies, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
why do you talk about this every time we get on here?
Well, I mean, you got to give the people what they want. They want to talk about.
They don't want that.
Well, not.
They want to avoid that, I'm sure.
No. They need to learn. They want to know how to make more babies. I mean, we're all workers so much, so we want to talk to Josh and Julie. I mean, they're having date night every Thursday night. They have a little camping trip going on right now. They're gonna go down to the Outer Banks and come back with little baby Banks.
Oh, that sounds cute.
It is kind of cute, isn't it?
It's kind of cute.
Julie and Josh are probably we're done having kids.
God, no. Yeah.
We're gonna name our baby Charlevoix. There's a meme on Instagram. It was like, "Hey, Dad, like, why is my name Burger King?" And he's like, "Well, son, it's because that's where you were conceived."
No. It starts off nice, and it's like, "Oh, why is Sissy's name Paris?
Wendy or something like that."
Why is
Why is
like nice things though, like Paris or
yeah. Now let's go Burger King.
Yeah, like something like that. Anyways. Like delirious.
Let's go Burger King. Get your sister Mercedes. Oh, why is my sister named Volvo? That's a weird name. Come on, Tessie. That'll be Emmie's sister. So, all right, guys. Lawns lessons, whatever. Nobody listens to my show anyway. So
they're done listening by now.
They already changed it back to Paul. So, all right, guys. Well, Lawns Lessons Life. This is life, and we really appreciate you guys listening in. And we just wanted to do something fun. We're a little loopy. Hang with us, but we'll be back here Monday. So, all right. We'll see you guys here on the next episode of Fullerton Unfiltered, babe. Thanks for jumping on really quick. And again, you did an amazing job, and I'm so proud of you. So,
thanks.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, hey, we'll button it up right here. Let's kick it back over to Mr. Producer. Hopefully, he takes it easy on us.
Oh gosh.
God knows what he's going to add. Here we go. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll have a great night. Mr. Producer, thanks again, bud. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Step up your hearing protection game with the earmuffs you've been waiting for. Introducing IsoTunes Link. With up to 28 hours of battery life and a hands-free experience, Link is perfect if you prefer over-the-ear protection on the job. Sweat and water-resistant memory foam cushions deliver the level of comfort you want and the protection you need. Gear up with the next generation of hearing protection. Visit isotunes.com today.
Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2021 is going to be the biggest and best one yet. And we want to see you Saturday, November 13th in Novi, Michigan. Join hundreds of entrepreneurs just like yourself who are looking to crush it in their business and make 2022 the most profitable year ever. This year's speakers are a who's who of the industry. Greg Whitstock, Corey Ballard, Keith Kalfas, Mark Parker, Caleb and Brittany Almond, Haver Pete, Brian and Liz Fullerton, and Jeff Joyner. Entrepreneur Academy Live 2021 is a powerful and inspiring all-day conference designed to help you take your business to the next level. And it's brought to you by Xmark, RedMax, SureTrack Trailers, and Yardbook. If you make it to town Friday, November the 12th, you're invited to hang out, network, and have a blast at the Full Throttle Adrenaline Park, brought to you by Toro's Horizon 360. Come ride endless laps on the high-powered go-karts, play virtual reality games, and win great prizes. Excited about bringing bringing your spouse to the event? Discounted spouse tickets are available. Excited about bringing your whole crew? Group discounts of 4 or more also available. Do whatever you have to do to make it to L'Entrepreneur Academy Live 2021 and grab your tickets before they're sold out. Tickets will go fast, so if you'd like to get more information, visit us at l'entrepreneuracademy.com or use the link in the show description and follow along with the hashtag LAL 2021.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.
All right, I'll, Do-do-de-yo-do. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do-do-de-yo-do. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do-do-do-do. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night. I think she did a doodle. Your turn to change her.
I'll give you $1,000 if you'll do it.